to High Beach. This is Arcade, your hardcore casual fan. We have one last stop before we're on the road to WrestleMania, and that is Elimination Chamber. By the time Elimination Chamber ends, we should know pretty much what WrestleMania 41, that card, is going to look like. So before we get to Elimination Chamber, I want to actually book WrestleMania 41 myself. I don't want to make a prediction. I want to actually book WrestleMania 41 how I think it should be booked. So with that being said, buckle up. You're going to be in for a ride. Let's go. So first we're going to have hosts for WrestleMania 41. Yes, we're going to have hosts for WrestleMania 41 in Vegas. But the question is, who? 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 Yeah! New Day is going to be the host for WrestleMania 41. I think it'll be a fun dynamic as New Day has turned on Big E, has become heels. Everybody's turned their back on them, so nobody even wants to wrestle them at WrestleMania on the biggest show of the year. So New Day somehow weasel their way into becoming the host of WrestleMania 41 and basically terrorizing everyone. So what will be, or what should be, the very first match of WrestleMania 41, Night 1 in Las Vegas? I think it's quite simple. We should determine who is the best luchador in the world today. We have Rey Mysterio, the Hall of Famer, versus Penta Cero Miedo. Let's go! Yes, Mysterio versus Penta. We got a little taste of it at Royal Rumble this past year, but forget a taste, I want the whole damn thing. So Mysterio, I'm getting it all worked up. Mysterio, I can just taste it right now. Mysterio versus Penta at WrestleMania. Let's see who is the very best. Following that, let's put a title on the line. But not just any title, the United States title. But the US title match isn't going to be just any type of match. It's going to be a ladder match. Yeah, oh, yeah. Wonderful. As it will be a ladder match, a multi-man ladder match for United States Championship, which Shinsuke Nakamura still holds for some dumb reason. So Shinsuke Nakamura will defend his belt versus Dirty Dom, Jey Uso, Chad Gable, L.A. Knight, yeah, Andrade, and Carmelo. We're going to have a multi-man ladder match to determine who will be the United States champion. And I already know these guys are going to damn near break their neck to win that title. The Women's Tag Team Championships on the line as we have your tag team champions, Liv and Raquel, the Judgment Day. Yes, I think by the time we get to WrestleMania, your tag team champions will be Liv and Raquel. They're going to take the titles off of Bianca and Naomi. And they're going to defend those titles at WrestleMania versus Naomi. And they're returning Jade. Yes, Jade is going to come back to get her revenge on Liv and Raquel, who, according to the tape that was showed a week or so ago, took out Jade Cargill, and she wants her revenge, and Naomi's going to help her to do it. So it's going to be Naomi and Jade versus Liv and Raquel for the women's tag team titles. Next, we have another match that has some history to it, as we're going to get Drew McIntyre versus Damian Priest. All Rise. Yes, this match, I know some people don't really care for it, and I get it, but what are you gonna do with Damian and Drew? You don't want to put them in the world title picture. I just don't think you do that. I don't put them in the US or IC title picture. They're too big for that. So you gotta give them something. And I think these guys can perform at a high level and put on a show even though people do not expect them to do so. And I think you have a great story of Drew being like, all this time I had my focus on the bloodline and Roman, yet something I do set up, I have Damian eliminate Drew McIntyre at Elimination Chamber just like he did at Royal Rumble, and Drew be like, it is you, Damian, who has been a thorn in my side. If it wasn't for you cashing in your Money in the Bank last year at WrestleMania, I would probably still be champion today. And now you're costing me the Royal Rumble, you're costing me Elimination Chamber. Well, I'm gonna cost you your career. So now it's Damian versus Drew McIntyre at WrestleMania. Following that match, we have a women's United States Championship match with your reigning, defending U.S. champion being Chelsea Green. Or does she do this? Yeah, she does this. Yeah, she does this. I don't know, where did I get it from? Who does that? I can't remember. Anyway, Chelsea Green will go on to face Alexa. I forget the taunts. Like, everybody got so many taunts. I can't remember everybody's taunts. Alexa Bliss. I think she does something like this or something like that. I don't know. But we have Chelsea Green versus Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss, who made her triumphant return at Royal Rumble this past year, go on to take Chelsea Green, who is your first ever inaugural U.S. champion. And let's see if Alexa Bliss can overcome the first ever U.S. champion of Chelsea Green with her security in Piper Niven. Keeping it on the women, we have your women's WWE, what do you call it? Is it heavyweight or just women's? You have your WWE Women's Champion and Tiffany time. Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte Flair. Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte Flair will be your match at WrestleMania. That's going to be your match. Damn near a mirror match. Both have been some of the most athletic women we've seen in the women's division in WWE history. Both are blonde. Both are white. I don't know. It's like, that's all the comparisons I have. But we're going to get that match. Can Charlotte Flair do a Charlotte Flair and return only to win a title again? Or can Tiffany stop the curse, which is Charlotte Flair? The main event of night one in Vegas is your reigning, defending World Heavyweight Champion in the Ring General, God, versus Yeet Jey Uso. It's already set up, so I don't really have to hype it up much. We have a little bit of time before we get there, but that's going to be your main event. It boggles my mind that people are still contemplating should Jey Uso main event night one. There's no point of him winning the Rumble and calling him main event Jey Uso if he's not going to main event night one. And if you've seen the Raws and SmackDowns and PLEs over the past year or so, everyone in that arena is going to yeet themselves. Following that, we have night 2 of WrestleMania in Vegas, WrestleMania 41. We're going to start off hot with the Intercontinental Championship in Braun Breaker versus You Can't See Me, John Cena. John Cena, who lost that Royal Rumble, lost at Elimination Chamber, says he's lost all hope and says he almost didn't want to wrestle WrestleMania, didn't feel worthy, but then he remembered that even though he can't chase history in terms of winning title number 17 at WrestleMania, there is history he still can chase, and that is being the ultimate Grand Slam winner and winning the Intercontinental Championship for the very first time. So yes, we get John Cena versus Braun Breaker at WrestleMania 41. At the end of the night, will John Cena say, "The champ is here"? I do think it'd be dope when Jadakiss came out, like, wrapped him to the ring. Oh no, I was just randomly thinking about that. Anyway, following this, we have Logan Paul. Logan Paul, for some reason we have to have him at WrestleMania. I don't know why. I don't know who wants to see it, but that's the case. He's on the roster. I have to book him. We have Logan Paul versus AJ Styles. Yes, Logan Paul versus AJ Styles. This being set up at Royal Rumble when Logan Paul tripped up AJ Styles in the Rumble. We'll somehow get back to this after AJ probably loses his IC title match to Braun Breaker at Elimination Chamber on Raw with the help of Logan Paul somehow. And now that sets up AJ Styles and Logan Paul to have a one-on-one match to see who is the most athletic motherfucker in the world. And I have a finish for that match that might be the greatest finish of all time. But again, you're gonna have to wait for that. Following Logan Paul versus AJ Styles, the very next match is going to be for the Women's Intercontinental Championship with your reigning, defending IC champion of... What's a theme song? I wanted to actually start off with a theme song. I can't remember what a theme song. Hold up. How does a theme song go? That's not how that start. Nah. Okay. There's only one May. Nia Jax. Yes, I'm sorry, Lara Valkyria. I'm sorry, Lara Valkyria, but she's just not working right now. It's just not working. Maybe we can try again at a later time, but I think let's put some heat on that title, make it mean something. Put it on a heel, a hot heel, very hot heel. Shout out to Nia Jax, hey. But put it on Nia Jax, and she's going to defend her title at WrestleMania versus Io Sky. Yes, Nia Jax versus Io Sky, which I was looking it up, and I don't think they ever actually wrestled each other. So this is going to be a first time match for Io and Nia, and it's going to be at WrestleMania. I think that would be very special. And as a caveat, we're going to have Bayley coaching Io to help defeat Nia Jax. Following the IC Women's title match, we have a tag team match of your reigning, defending tag team champions, the Creed brothers. Yes, sometime down the line, you're going to have the Creed brothers defeat the Viking Raiders for the tag team championships. So they're going to be defending their tag team championships at WrestleMania versus the Viking Raiders. But wait, what do I hear? Is that some new theme music?
It's your boys, the New Day.
Oh yeah, that's the New Day. The New Day comes out and says, whoa, 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 this will not be a 2-on-2 match. There will be a third team in this match. And it's gonna be me. It's gonna be me. NSYNC. Shout out to all the NSYNC lovers out there. It's gonna be us. Yeah, just like they teased, how long ago was that? 8 years ago. Holy shit. 8 years ago when they teased that they were gonna be involved in a tag team match, but instead it was the Hardys. Well, now they get to do it, but actually put themselves in the match because they're the hosts and they can do what they want. So it is going to be New Day versus Viking Raiders versus Creed Brothers. Following this match, we have a last man standing match. It is Kevin Owens versus Randy Keithy Ortiz, and Randall Orton makes his return. This whole build coming from Kevin Owens turning on Randy Orton, damn near paralyzing him and almost costing him his career. Well, now we have a last man standing match. The only way to win is to beat your opponent down so much they can't stand up to the count of 10. This should be very interesting. And when I tell you, I have a very intriguing ending to this match. Oh my God. It's going to really be like an RKO because it's going to come out of nowhere. Pause. That was wild. That was crazy. Next match. The next match we have your SmackDown Tag Team Champions of DIY versus Motor City Machine Guns versus the Street Profits. But the question is, who's going to win that tag match? Who? Following this match, we have your semi main event of the evening, your Women's World Heavyweight Championship match of Rhea Bloody Ripley versus a match we've been waiting for, we have been feeding for a very long time, and that is the winner of the Women's Elimination Chamber match in Bianca Belair, the EST. Yes, we finally get Rhea versus Bianca for the WWE Women's Heavyweight Championship. And when I tell you, I expect them to tear the house down, I know they will. This is a match we've been teasing. In my opinion, this is the biggest match you can do for the Women's Championship. And that just is what it is. That's the biggest match you can do. So why not take advantage of having a healthy Rhea, a healthy Bianca? Let's do that match. Just do it. Do it, Hunter. Do the match. Do it. Following this match, we have this is a little bit tricky. So, caveat. Even though The Rock has teased he's going to return, these next two matches we're going to set up if The Rock doesn't come back. If The Rock doesn't wrestle on WrestleMania 41, okay? So following this, we have Roman Reigns versus Seth freaking Rollins. We have Roman Reigns versus Seth freaking Rollins in a grudge match 10 years in the making. Seth still living rent-free in Roman's mind after turning on him, breaking up the Shield. Roman's still living rent-free in Seth's mind as he feels like Roman has been a terror over the past years and he just doesn't like him. We have all this going on, and you just have all this history. It culminates here in a no-holds-barred match. Yes, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, the final battle, it ends here. There's only one match left, and that is the main event of the evening, your WWE Championship match of Cody Rhodes, Cody Rhodes versus the Elimination Chamber men's winner in Look in My Eyes, What Do You See? The cult of personality. I know your anger, I know your greed. Did anybody else kind of miss the Fire Burns theme just a little bit? Is it only me? Is it only? So on Tenacious D, we have, outside of Roman, the two biggest stars in the company going one-on-one, a match that was teased a year ago before Royal Rumble, and CM Punk damn near called what was going to happen to Cody Rhodes. Now, Punk did say he was going to win the Rumble this year. That didn't happen. But I think Punk is going to be Nostradamus again and be like, I'm not going to stab you in the back. I'm going to stab you in the front. I'm going to face you at WrestleMania. And Punk does do what he said he's going to do. That was horrible English. Punk does do what he said he was going to do and face him at WrestleMania. The only question is, will he beat him for the title at WrestleMania? That's what we're going to find out. Welcome to the High, bitch. There's Hayes Arcade, your hardcore casual fan. And if you're not down with that, I got 2 words for you. Suck it.
I'm the best. I'm the best in the world.